How do traffickers take advantage of people? One way is through deception. So let's say that somebody came up to you and offered you a job, 1 million US dollars a year. You only have to work 4 days a week. You get 2 hours off at lunch. You get a house, a car, 3 months of vacation, and you can live anywhere in the world you want. How many of us would be interested in that job? Well, just about everybody. But at the same time, if somebody offered us that, a lot of us would be saying, sounds too good to be true. In often cases, it would be. So let's imagine that you're a person that makes $2 a day. You're kind of the 1/3 of the world that makes about $2 a day. And somebody comes up to you and says, I'll give you $4 a day. And instead of working 16 and a half hours, you only have to work 14 hours. Guess what? I'll give you 2 hours off on Sunday, but you have to make the decision right now. If not, I'm going to go to that person or somebody else. So let's say that the person is thinking to themselves, sounds too good to be true. But what if it isn't? What if it's that one time in a person's life where they get a break, where they'll be able to double the amount of money that they make, they can get that house, the tin roof for their car. And so a lot of people can't say no, get taken away, and end up in a trafficking situation. So deceptions, lies, trickery is really what allows a person to find themselves in this situation. The second way would be indebtedness. So let's say that you lived in Hong Kong and you needed 1,000 Hong Kong dollars for an operation. Couldn't get it at a bank, so you went to a loan shark. Loan shark lends the money, operation takes place, it's very successful. You go to the person and you try to give them back 1,500. A couple of days later, this person looks at the person who borrowed the money and says, 1,500? I need 15,000. Well, that doesn't sound fair. Well, this guy is a criminal. He doesn't have to be fair. They make up the rules as they go along. He either gets the 15,000 or something bad's going to happen to the person who borrowed the money or the person who had the operation. And so indebtedness, fraudulent, illegal debt holds people in place and allows traffickers to manipulate people into a scenario. So maybe a family member would be taken away for a year in order to pay that debt back. That's another example of how people find themselves in trafficking. Third thing would be kidnapping. Now, a lot of people think that kidnapping is the way that traffickers work, and it really isn't. Many of us have seen the movie Taken. In that movie, the bad guys go into the five-star hotel, find the girl under the bed. She's kicking and screaming. They're taking her down the stairs. She's kicking and screaming. This happens, but not very often. And the reason for this is it's dangerous for the traffickers. If anyone sees this going on, they can call the police and the traffickers could get caught. So most traffickers will use deception to trick and deceive a person into thinking that what they're going to go into is a really good thing. So they go along with the traffickers easily without any issues or problems. So these are kind of the ways that people find themselves in a trafficking situation. Deception is the predominant way in Southeast Asia, probably about 70% of the cases that I see. The indebtedness is a part of it, and threats against a person's family or life are often used. And these are very traditional approaches.